What? There's a trend? What trend? Trend of telling people what's in your bag. Honestly, I didn't know about this trend at all. This is pretty much new to me. I only found out yesterday that there's a trend, but I already planned this video. But I'm not talking about what's in my bag in this video at all. I am talking about the kit I use for making YouTube videos, also what kit I use on my commercial, professional jobs. So yeah, don't skip, keep watching. I'll try to keep it as short as possible. Right, the kit I've got, I don't really have a bag. I've got Peli cases, I've got some bags, but I never actually go out with one particular bag. It depends on the job and depends what I'm shooting. Depends what I'm shooting with. A lot of you have keep asking me, do I shoot with Lumix S5? Do I shoot with Sony? Do I shoot with Nikon? The answer is I shoot with all of them. So let's go through these cases. I've got two cases here, one big one here and a smaller here, and smaller cases inside of the cases, and just kind of go through everything I've got in here. If I go to a photo shoot, for example, a commercial shoot, like a food photography shoot, I'll probably pack the smaller case and I'll just take maybe a couple of cameras and lenses I need. When I go for video shoot, when I don't have a storyboard or a script, I will pack pretty much everything I might possibly need in a bigger Peli case. So let's start from the smaller case. This is a Peli Storm case IM2500, and I got this case because it fits theoretically speaking, because I haven't tried it yet. It fits on the plane, on the carry-on, as a carry-on luggage. It's got the wheels and it's got a handle. Also, you're gonna find out that I do use Peli cases throughout all my kits, just because not only I love how they look, but they also built to last. They got a lifetime guarantee that something happens, they're gonna replace the cases. They don't break. The wheels are solid, the handles are solid, the locks are solid. They look great as well, as I said, and yeah, they're Peli cases. So in this one, I have to put it on the table because it's too heavy to hold. This is not the way I'd pack it. Usually it will be, as I said before, I put in this what I actually need for a particular job. In this case, I do have actually Peli inserts, dividable inserts, and also the lid organizer. Let's start from cameras, really. I do have a Nikon Z6 here. I use Nikon Z6 a lot for photography. I do just like colors. It's gonna be updated soon to Z6 II. I have made a video before why I'm sticking with this, but it's been a long time ago. So I think I'm gonna get a Z6 II soon. But Nikon itself, I shot with Nikon for 20 years. So for me, it just feels, for certain shoots, like especially food photography, Nikon is the camera I go to for this. Yeah, it's just great, love it. Next camera is my A7 III. Which is kind of a little bit dusty because I haven't been using it for a while, because I am shooting with A7 IV at the moment. So A7 IV is my main camera and A7 III at the moment is a backup. Next camera in the case here is A6600. Again, for autofocusing, for vlogging, for traveling, and for reviewing APS-C lenses on. Yeah, I love this little camera. Absolutely great little Sony camera. It's got a little SmallRig bracket to shift the cold shoe to the side, so I can put a mic without obscuring the screen when the screen is flipped forward. Here I've got a Nikon Z6 SmallRig cage with a top handle, side handle. There's a link underneath this video to a full rundown of my Nikon Z6 cage. I don't use Nikon Z6 as much of video as I used to, but when I do, it's nice to rig it out and put a monitor on. I've got an old and trusty 24-105 Sony G lens. I don't use it as much as I used to, and that's only because I review lenses on this channel, so there's always a new lens to play with. But if I didn't, this would be much more often on my camera than it is. But great lens, I'm keeping it because it's great. Kit lens for S5. So it's a 20-60mm Lumix lens. And I love this lens for gimbal work. Absolutely perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not cheap and nasty kit lens. It's very decent 20-60mm standard zoom. I do have multiple straps depending what I'm shooting with, and sometimes the two cameras, but it's all Peak Design. I always use Peak Design. This is a special edition Tamron, and then a standard one. And I also got somewhere, yeah, this is my special, the blue thicker one, which is my main strap really if I use strap on a camera. Another kit lens, it's a Nikon 2470 f4. I love this lens, amazing, absolutely amazing quality, but I don't use it enough just because I've got other lenses to shoot with on rotation or on loans. Eclectic collection of things. Let's check out my big case, the big boy. This is a pain of my professional life. This case, fully loaded, is definitely over 20 kilo, maybe 25 even. So it is always hard to carry up and down the stairs or even lifting it to the car. But this is a Peli Storm Case IM2720, which is the big daddy of cases. I love this case because I can fit everything I need on a unknown shoot, so maybe not planned in detail, so I don't know what lenses or cameras I might need, so everything fits in this in one case, one secure case. I forgot to mention that I also use this Novo insert for my Peli, for my Storm Case IM2720. This is by a company called Novo, and it fits perfectly inside the Peli case, and it's got a lid, a zippable lid, and it's got all the dividers inside as well to organize your shizzle in. It's a lot of stuff in this case. Okay, I'm gonna take some stuff out. I got this. I always wanted one of these makeup boxes, the white balance boxes. If the light would be very difficult, fluorescent or something, I probably stick with this and color grade from that. But yeah, it's one of those unnecessarily expensive things you can actually pick the colors from to get your white balance properly. Filters. This is a freewell sets of magnetic system filters. I use these probably fairly often. I wouldn't say I use them all the time because I don't know why. But this is a ND variable filters and ND filters with a magnetic system, which I have reviewed before. Pretty cool, pretty smart. Yeah, I should be using them more already. Lenses. Let's have a look at the lens. This is a Sigma 35mm f2 contemporary, which I absolutely love. I have actually filmed recently several YouTube videos here with this one. This is kind of, because the size of it, I just goes on my 7.4 when I take a camera with me, just for taking camera with me. Small, compact, great focal length, versatile lens. It's a Lumix 50mm f1.8 lens. This is my if I have to use S5, Lumix S5 with autofocus or for photography, which is pretty amazing autofocusing, this is my go-to prime lens. Standard nifty 50, it's nifty 50. Okay, we do have a Lumix S5. I cannot not mention this camera. I absolutely adore and love this camera for video and photography work. It definitely doesn't get enough credit from people because everyone criticizes the autofocus. It's not bad at all. It's totally usable in most of scenarios. But most of the time, if I don't review lenses on it or don't use my 50mm on this or my 20 to 60mm, I use manual lenses like this, 7 Artisans 50mm f.05. I love this lens, and I do have a copy for Sony E, and I do have a copy here for L mount. I do have a SmallRig ring here for follow focus. I do have a ND filter because I'm filming with it most of the time. There's also, the camera is in a SmallRig cage, which I do also like, and that brings me to SmallRig kit. I do have a full SmallRig kit for S5. There's a video as well, there's a link underneath to my full rundown of this rig. Mini follow focus with a bottom base with the rods, top handle with a rec button on top, which plugs in the camera so you can control the recording inside the camera with the button. There's also this cool tiltable side handle, and you can tilt it. It's kind of unusual, but I do love it for exactly that you can change position of it quite easily. And there's also other handle for other side. I use double side handles. I also use a Ninja 5, which I get to it. I'm recording with it now, but this is pretty much my number1 choice of the camera when filming handheld or filming in general, when I want that top end quality. This is it, S5. Now that brings me to another Peli case. I absolutely love this one, Peli I call it. This is a Peli 1150 case, and this case is exclusively used for my Ninja 5 and batteries. I'm actually recording with Ninja 5 now, this video, so it's not in the box. But this fits multi-tool for mainly for Allen keys, hard drives, SSD hard drives, the NPF 950 batteries, and the Ninja 5 itself securely so it doesn't rattle, and all the cables all fits in a little tiny little case. Okay, I've got a few little lights. I do use actually bigger lights. Colbor C100 light, which I'm filming with now, I'm using for filming now, is my key light, which I don't necessarily take with me every time I go on the shoots because I don't use it very often, but sometimes I just need to fill in a little bit, and I use two of these. I've been using them for ages, the RB9 Wii lights from Viltrox Lights. I absolutely love these. I use them for all my B-roll shots, in all my videos, and in my case, in case I need to do handheld fills or back wall color on the back walls. Now we're gonna go for my audio stuff. There's a lot of audio stuff in here. Start with the mic. This is an NTG 4 Plus, which is my go-to shotgun mic. Pretty much use it for everything. For most of cases I use this. I love how it sounds. For YouTube videos I use this NTG 4 Plus 99% of the time. Yeah, I think this is actually SmallRig mount on this. I'm pretty sure it is. I think it is. Also, yeah, long SLR cable. I don't use XLR connection. I record most of my audio 99.9% to Ninja 5, so I use a small jack which adapts from my XLR cable. I do have this is not official Rode. This is one of the other ones, cheaper ones. It works okay. The Harry Muff, the Dead Kitten for this mic. The headphones, I've only bought these recently and I absolutely love these. These are the Sony Studio Monitor headphones. They are MDR 7506. They're not noise cancelling headphones, nothing really that special, but they got a really long twirly cable, old school. Not only they sound amazing for music, but they're absolutely amazing for monitoring. They're the best I have used in ages, and they're reasonably priced as well. Decent. Okay, this is for vlogging, and if I have to go really small, I do use the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus. This is the more expensive one with a detachable cable and one which powers when the camera is switched on. Rechargeable one. Great sound again. Great for when I'm filming myself handheld or for any other situation where I can get close to the subject I'm recording. And last here, it's another Peli case. This is a 1030 Peli case, the tiny little one, and in this case lives my Rode Wireless Go. Both receiver and the microphone. We've got a spare microphone in here and the one on me here as well, with a Windmuffs, cables to charge, the underclothes module with a 2-pair tape to stick it to, and the two bodies to skin under the clothes. All fits in this little Peli case. Mainly, not even for protection because it's all protected in the case, but just to keep it all in one place without rattling or moving around in the kit. Tamron 17-28 f2.8 lens. I bought this lens especially for using on Sony cameras on a gimbal, because when you zoom in it doesn't extend, so you don't have to rebalance the gimbals when filming with it. Great little wide angle lens. I have actually never reviewed it. I might actually do a review of this sometime soon, but this is my go-to gimbal lens. And the last one in this case is the monitor. I have actually reviewed this. I use this all the time on the shoots when I'm filming interviews, for example, with people on the tripod, so I don't have to hold the camera in my hand. I will plug this to an output of Ninja 5 and power it from one of my power bricks, so I can actually see what's camera seeing bigger. These are lenses that I don't use every single day, but still on the rotation depending on what I'm actually shooting. This lens I had for ages and ages. I have reviewed it before. Sigma 50mm f1.4 DG HSM art with a FTZ adapter for Nikon Z. So this is a Nikon F mount adapted to Nikon Z. Probably my #1 lens for shooting food with or portrait, very often on Nikon camera. I also film myself on YouTube here with this lens for probably way over a year. Yeah, solid, decent, wide aperture, 50mm lens. Here I've got a little gem I do use actually quite a lot on the portrait shoot. This is a Viltrox 85mm f1.8Z for Nikon Z. This is only one brand which makes autofocusing lenses with the Z mounts for Nikon Z cameras. This is one of them, and it's amazing quality lens. But I also got all set of Viltrox primes, 24, 35, which I have reviewed before, the 50, which review is coming very, very soon. I'm working on it now, yeah, and I've also got 24mm Viltrox Sony. I love these lenses. They're great company, Chinese company, really, really well priced for the quality you get from these lenses. Absolutely a bargain. Quality bargain. This is a Big Daddy here, which I do use very often for B-roll, mainly for B-roll. This is a Sony 90mm macro f2.8. I have reviewed this lens before as well, and I think I'm going to do another review because I've been using it now for probably 2 years. Yeah, 2 years, roughly about 2 years. So it's time to revisit that amazing macro lens, probably one of the best macro lenses on the planet for Sony E mount. My Sony A7 IV, which I'm filming with now, is probably my #1 camera now, but on par with the Panasonic S5. They're different tools for different jobs, and I use them for different jobs. I've only done a commercial shoot yesterday, and I've used both for different reasons. I just got this Ribble bag, Solis Ribble, to see if this is any useful to me as a camera bag on a regular basis when I need to go out light. It's kind of nice. It's because when I review lenses or when I travel, I will only take one camera with one lens on it, maybe with the extra batteries and bottle of water in the backpack. So I'm looking for something small, maybe too big. This, I don't know. I'll let you know in the future if I like it or not. There's also the bag. I've got no idea if you can still buy it. It's Tamrac Velocity 7. I had this easily for 15 years. This is the bag I use like 99% of the time when I go out with just a camera and a lens where I'm shooting for reviews. Very simple, practical, I would say. And the last but not least is the computer, which I do take on the jobs with me, and obviously I did all my videos on it now. I've always been a Mac person, and I have I still use various Mac computers, but the latest one is this one, the M1 Max, brand new silicon chip Mac, which I must say it's incredible, especially when editing a video in Adobe Premiere or After Effects. This is incredible machine. And the last thing to mention is my battery charger. This is a X-Star, I think it's called SN4, this one. This is something special really, a bit different, because in this box I do have one charger for all the cameras that I use, so Nikon, Sony and Panasonic, and also Sony NPF batteries all in one. This is a fast charger, it's a module charger, so this is a Sony module on it now, so this is actually the charger, but then you can attach different modules onto it. So in this case it's a Sony, and I can put a Nikon charger on the other side, and I've got a Nikon and Sony at the same time, fast charging from USB-C. Very, very smart and very useful, especially when you're traveling or moving around and you don't want to carry 10 chargers for everything. It looks smart as well. And this is pretty much it. Thank you for watching. If you got this far, you definitely deserve the medal. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope this was in some way informative and interesting. If it was, please give me the thumbs up. Please consider subscribing, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you next time. With handles for my Nikon Z6. That's eclectic collection of things. Okay, let's check out eclectic collection of things. Eclectic collection of things. Let's check out my big case, the big boy. Okay, let's try it. That's too heavy. Top handle with the record button. Record.